Welcome back to, excuse me, Queen Universal Readings. Trying to get my keyboard out the way. Welcome. I am back. It is Wednesday, hump day. I hope you've had a great couple of days of this week. I hope you had a good week last week. As you can see, oh, I made a mess, didn't I? As you can see, today's reading is going to consist of, it's going to be for August the 20th through the 27th. Okay. Um, I don't know where you guys at, but it is hot here. Okay. It is hot. And look, the word for today is learn. I don't know. I was like, I need a word. I need a word. I need a word. So the word learn came out. So, let's see, um, what's going on. Let us see what's going on today. Yeah, I hope everything has gone good for you guys. You deserve it. Very much so. You guys, you can hit us up over here and subscribe to this channel. You can also go to my Facebook page, which is called, it's actually a group. Hold up, you guys. Hold up. Hold up. They're probably not going to listen because you'll probably hear them again in a few minutes. But anyway, so, um, so yes, you can also go to Black Queen's Reading because when I leave here, I am going to do another reading over there using different cards. You know, I'm a fanatic for that. Um, I'm a fanatic because I want people to know that these cards are, I'm not manipulating the cards. I'm reading what they tell me. Nothing more, nothing less. I enjoy this. I'm out of breath, you guys, because I'm out of shape, okay? No, I've been, look, I've been cleaning out my storage, you guys, and let me tell you something. If you are a woman and you're listening in, and if you have the clothes, I didn't realize I had as many clothes as I do. But when you come from working in positions where you have to, like, sometimes, well, you have to dress up, you know. You don't I don't wear uniforms where I worked at. So I created and accumulated so much with clothes and shoes and purses. So I needed to clean out some stuff before the fall kicked in, and it has been something. And I'm not even finished. I'm just beginning. I'm just beginning. So let us see what is going on with you guys today. So as you can see, and I like to put the disclaimer out, this is a general reading. Only take from it what resonates with you. If it doesn't, pass this video along to someone else, okay? So what we got here today is what I usually do is I use these cards because they help me out when I'm trying to direct where I need to go when I'm reading. And so I created them. So you have your personality and your state of mind, your self-improvement, your spiritual development, and your health, okay? Your family and home, your romance and your social life, your money and your work and career, and your life purpose. Okay. So we're going, these are the, I'm going to call them houses. These are the houses we're going to be dealing with today. Okay. Or we're going to be dealing with all the time because it helps me break it down. So let's first start with our personality and state of mind. What is your personality and your state of mind right now? So according to the cards, we have the Queen of Swords. Let me tell you something. The Queen of Swords, showed up in our last reading from last week. So the Queen of Swords have been kind of hovering around for a minute, and her message to us, or to whoever this is in particularly, this affects or resonates with, let me say it like this is somebody who's in a state of mind who wants to be honest, okay, and they're taking their time and making decisive moves, okay, and they're putting it first, they're planning it out in their mind and then allowing it to take place or to manifest, okay. So that is a good thing, okay. um and then look, then the Chariot shows up. So when the Chariot shows up, we're talking about alignment. So whatever decision that person is making, whatever state of mind that person is in, um, definitely is trying to align things, putting things in perspective, putting things in place. Okay, that's what I'm getting out of that, is that someone is making sure everything is lined up, making that decisive move, okay, or that decisive, well, it's a decision, choice, okay. And then the Chariot comes along and he wants to align it, making aligned. And then we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. When we look at the Seven of Swords, you guys, we're looking at the ideal, of that you strategizing, putting something together, making sure it all aligns up and it's exactly what you want. So somebody is in a good place and they want to make sure the decisions that they're making is going to be beneficial for them. So that's what I'm looking at when you have the Queen of Swords in place, you have the Chariot, and then you have the Seven of Swords. So that is very good right there. So now let's talk about self improvement, maybe your spiritual development, and how's your health going? Okay, so let's see how that's looking like. Okay, so now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, we're talking about changes, cycles, completing something, that circle of something, right? Making sure something has already gone around in a cycle. Well, just like a circle, what is a circle? Something that goes around and continues to go around. So this is talking about someone's trying to make some changes, okay? Someone wants to make changes in their life, and they're going to be able to do that, okay? When we talk about self improvement, we're not talking about downgrading yourself or taking away from you. You're talking about self improvement. So we have to go through cycles and we have to go through changes, and this is what this is representing. And those changes are good changes. It's not something bad. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit cards talks about isolation, going somewhere and getting that help you need, mental help. Okay, because again, we're talking about self development. So if we're talking about self development, sometimes isolation has to take place in order for us to get within, coming in, get within, asking for the guidance that we need, asking for our angels to come and talk and get us into the place that we need to be, meditating, okay, taking that time out and researching, or looking at searching your with your inner energy, your inner guidance. What is it that I'm doing? How can I do this better? All of those things happens when we go into the hermit mode. Also, you see he has a light. So when we look at the light, we're looking at wisdom. Something is growing, something is glowing, something has to be able to light our way. So what else better to light our way than to use our wisdom to move forward and on our journey. So now we're talking the Five of Pentacles. Excuse me, you guys. I don't know where I get this little cough from. So we're talking Five of Pentacles. So what does the Five of Pentacles actually mean? It means that you have help out there, and you're looking everywhere else for that help when the help is within you. And again, when we go through these cycles and the changes, and we isolate ourselves within ourselves. And now it's time for us to look within to find the help that we need, whatever guidance we need. And this is just reassuring what's happening with the Hermit card. That's all. That's all that is. It's reassuring that. Okay. So everything, like I said, everything looks good here so far. So now let's talk about your family and home. What's going on in the family and the home? So now we have the Two of Wands. What's happening with the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands talks about we are able to, when you say two together, you're talking a couple, right? You're talking two things making a difference, right? This is also the time when we're looking and planning ahead. So, whatever's going on in the home right now, you're planning to make it better. Okay. You're looking out, looking at your options. What can I do to make my home life better? Hello. Hi, you guys. Can I tell you what I'm doing? Uh, I'm reading. Okay. Um, so when you talk about your home life, the ideal that we can look ahead, have future plans, making good choices, okay? And that's with our home and family life. Okay, now we have the Ace of Wands. We got a lot of wands coming out here, right? So this is talking about being inspired, okay? Being inspired in the home, being inspired to make your family life better, okay? And to me, that I think that's awesome. All right. And then we have the star. The star talks about hope and healing, right? So if there is a need for some healing to go on in the home, whatever is happening, whether it doesn't necessarily be something tragic that's going on in the home, right? It could be just something that needs to be enhanced. So there might be some underlying healing that needs to be done. Okay. And that's an awesome thing there. Uh, so, oh, okay. So you got, okay. So, okay. Um, let me do this. You, let's see here. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Um, so, um, yeah, let's not do this over here. Um, y- yeah, let's not do that. Um, let's see. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna allow that on here. I mean, if you disagree with me, that's fine. But let's see. Mm, okay, okay. So yeah, so yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. So again, this talks about hope and healing, the star card coming out. So yeah, so whatever is going on in the home, it is time. If there is something going on, at first I said it could be in something being inspired and something that needs to be, but it also might be some healing that needs to go on in the home underlyingly. Okay, so they're available. What's happening is the stars coming along and saying, look, we're going to make this better. We're going to light it. We're going to make this better. Okay. We're going to pour out all the things that probably are not what we need right now. And we're going to make this better. And that's in your home life. So let's talk about your romance or social life. What's going on with your romance and social life? Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles also talks about um, family, lineage, heritage, coming together, having wisdom, having the older person with all the wisdom and the knowledge coming through. Okay. And this goes for your romance and social life. So somebody might be trying to tell you something um, that's going to help you on your journey of finding someone you want to love, or it just can be definitely in your social life, having the right people around you. Understanding the meaning of having a family, having a social life and family around, okay? Um, or creating, finding someone who's going to be that person that you need in your life that's like family. Okay, now, oh, look, we got Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is shining through. And we look at her as dependability. So, whoever this person that you're with or you want to be with, you see them being a dependable person. You see them being there for you in the time of needs, okay? And that's a quality that you're looking for. If you're out there looking for someone, you need someone that's going to be in your corner, that's paying attention to you, and that's going to be there if something was to happen. You're gonna look for that dependability in them, okay? And then we have the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands, and this falls under, again, like I said, your social or romantic life. Wow. Okay. All I can say is because again, this is perfect because this talks about celebration, two people coming together and being celebrated for all the things that they're doing together as partners. Okay. Family approving of it. Once you get that wisdom, okay, and that guidance from your lineage or your inheritance, okay, and being able to have those people in your life that's going to actually make a difference for you, okay, on your journey, or if you're already in a relationship with someone, okay. So let's talk about your money. What is saying about your money? Okay, so we're looking at the Hangman. I think the Hangman came up in another reading that I was doing from last week, and it came up under money. If I'm not mistaken, it did. Wow. So when we talk about the Hangman is coming in there saying hold steady, and he's also saying maybe we need to pivot. Maybe decisions we're making with our finances or with your finances on the individual basis needs to be pivoted, needs to be looked at a little bit, okay? Stay still. If there's a deal that's out there on the table and you're kind of nervous about it, just let it play out, okay? And if it's something that you think that you need to really look at, maybe this is the time for you to kind of pivot, not to give up on it, but to pivot in a different way, okay? Okay, now we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, like, you know what? Let me tell you something. The Page of Swords shows up a lot. Okay, it just amazes me how much it actually shows up. So the Page of Swords is telling us. Hold up here. I want to make sure I'm telling this right. Okay, so the Page of Swords are here. And remember, I told you the key word today was learn, right? And this is a perfect example because that's what the Page of Sword is telling us. Being ready to learn something about our finances or our money. So again, I think this came up on a reading from last week, about the sword, the Page of Swords in the money department. If I'm not mistaken, it did. So we're talking about enthusiastic learning of what else can I do? How can I make my money last? How can I make my money spread? What are the different things I can do with my money? I'm eager to learn that, and that's what it's being basically saying. All right. And then we have the Queen. Okay, we have a lot of feminine energy here. Okay. Now we have the Queen of Wands. So what is the Queen of Wands telling us? Okay. Let's understand. We're looking at royalty. Whenever we look at the queens that keep showing up in this reading, we look at the queens that's showing up in this reading, it's actually telling us something. We're looking at feminine energy, we're looking at nurturing, we can look at love in the sense, right? We're looking at being ambitious with our money, doing the right thing, but ready to move some stuff. Okay. I'm ready to make moves when it comes to the money in your house of money. Okay. Let's make these moves. Let's think it through first, learn something new, and then let's make that move. Okay. And that's what it's saying here in your money house. So let's look at your work and career. and your life purpose. Let's see what they're saying. All right. Uh-oh, we have the Empress. Oh, she's showing up. Y'all, it's a lot of feminine energy in this reading. And that is a good thing. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a very good thing, because now we're talking about um, loving the career that you want, feeling the love for something that you really truly want to do. Okay. And that's a good thing. And also creating, being creative. Okay. We see we can be creative in our jobs. We can be creative in our work, our careers. That, if you want to do something different, changing what you want to do. Maybe you don't want to work for somebody else. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. How to create that scenario for you. Okay, so that's what that's saying right there. Okay, so now we have the death card. The death card is showing up now. We look at the death card, that means that something is dying, something has died. So it could be the ideal that you're changing careers. What you did before is over and done with. Now you're moving forward. So we have work and career in place, right? We're changing over something. Okay, we're moving forward. Remember, up here we had changes taking place. Okay, so this is the time for those changes to take place. Okay, so now we have the magician. So when the magician shows up, we already know, y'all. The magician is here to make things happen, to move stuff around, to manifest, okay? To believe in what you're doing, y'all. Being inspired to change things, okay? And that's what it's basically saying here. Okay. Inspired to change whatever career you're in, deaf to those things that no longer work for you in the jobs that you're in. Okay. Or the job that you're trying to move out of. Okay. And as far as your career goes, hey, it's there too. So that's all done. Okay. That is all done. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I had to chastise my babies. Okay. All right. So this is what your reading looked like, and it's wonderful. Okay. Again, take from the reading what resonates with you and yours. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is our I know cards. Okay. Let's see what our I know cards tell us. You know, I always draw 4 of these. I actually draw our 4 of all our oracle cards. It's just something I love doing. Okay, this one says here, look. I know that I can manifest all that my heart desires. I am ready to receive. Wow. I know that I deserve wonderful things. Say it again. I know I deserve wonderful things. I am worthy. Then we have, I know that comparing myself to others only derails me from my purpose. I am on my own path. And last but not least, look at that. I know that it's important to work hard and play even harder. I am supposed to have fun. Okay? Keep that in mind. Don't let nobody tell you you're not supposed to have fun doing this work. Whatever it is that you're doing, okay? No matter what it is that you're doing, it doesn't matter. You deserve to enjoy it. So let's see what our gemstones tell us. Let's see what our gemstones tell us real quick. Oops. Okay, this one says the sun. Wow. It says, I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I'm as radiant as the sun. Yes, yes, yes. It says expand connection, the quality of your communications is the quality of your life. Yes, yes, yes. And then look, the last but not least, we're talking Zen. Walk as if you're kissing the earth with your feet. And I hope you guys are doing that. Now let's look at our crystals. Okay, let's look at our crystals. And I just added the crystals on because I thought they would be a little enhancement for the reading. Let's see what the crystal of today is going to be. Okay, let's see what our crystal of today is going to be. So it's going to be the celestite. Okay, so let's see what the celestite is. Okay, this is for, wow, reiterating the soul. Okay, so it says here, inner peace, vibration is high, strongly connected to the angelic realm. The Celestite is a higher dimension teacher that will kickstart your spiritual enlightenment. It assists in angelic communication and remembers divine nature of your soul. Connecting to your guardian angel, this crystal stimulates clairvoyance and promotes dream recall and outer body journeys. It also strengthens intuition and assists in channeling. Okay? Celestite, supports your spiritual development at the highest level. It teaches trust in the infinite wisdom of the universe, facilitates conflict resolution, and instills balance in time of stress. And it affects the eyes, ears, throats, muscular, and elimination systems. In the mind, calms emotions, sharpens the mind, brings clarity. All right, so that is the Celestite. Almost felt like my name. All right. So let's see here. What is our, uh, let's see what these, yes, symbol, spiritual symbols are saying. Let's see what they're saying here. These are almost like archetype cards, okay? Um, that's what I kind of look at these as, archetype. Let's see what we got here. So we have, look, cautious, okay? It says, beware the deceit of tricksters, as risky path can lead to downfall. So be careful, okay? Oh, look, wedding ring, beginning of a new relationship, solutions, your problems, to your problems, excuse me, new love commitment, loyalty, wealth, and decision, right? And last but not least, we're talking exploring. Oh, that's not the last one. Oh, I thought it was. Moving too fast. Exploring, right? There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. There we go. There we go. And then the puzzle. It says struggling to solve problems, stock, lack of knowledge and clarity, confusion, mistakes, disconnections, and frustration. So there is a possibility that some people might feel that way, and that's all right. It's not a all an in all thing going on there. Okay, so you're entitled to that if you feel that way. Okay, nothing wrong with that. So let's see what our angel numbers are telling us. So our angel numbers are 1818, willpower, achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, goal-getters, courage, luck. While significant events are on the cards for you, you will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Yes, yes, yes. You got to get out and do the work. Good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find they're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. Wow. Wow. The triple nine. Release. Yes, yes. Balance, finances, success, wealthy cycles. What goes around comes around. Your current circumstances are ending. Then we say cycles, changes, death, ending, right? Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, wow, viewing your life as a series of cycles, wow, or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? You have to be able to make room. And last but not least, we have a 1144 hitting there. And that 1144 is telling us what? High vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big venture, fated events, faith, purpose, higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter, and like minded people will exceed your expectation. There we go. There we go. So let's see what our numerology affirmations are saying today. Okay. So let's see what we got today. We got 3232 authenticity. I think that showed up last week too. I live in authenticity, yeah, and true to myself. I honor my unique gifts and express my true essence with confidence. My authenticity attracts genuine connections and opportunities. And then we have 3636 gratitude. We should be doing that all the time. I practice gratitude daily. I am thankful in the blessings in my life, for the blessings in my life, big and small. Gratitude opens my heart to abundance and attracts even more reasons to be grateful. Yes, yes, yes. Look, enlightenment 3737. I am on a journey towards enlightenment. Wow. I seek higher knowledge and understanding, expanding my consciousness. My path is illuminated by the light of wisdom and truth. Last but not least, we have 4141. Having a divine purpose. What is your divine purpose? What is your divine purpose? It says, I am aligned with my divine purpose. I follow my passion and I fulfill my soul's mission with enthusiasm. Wow. My life is a reflection of my higher calling and my true potential. So let's see what spiritual awakening affirmation is telling us. What is it telling us? So it says breathe. Wow. It says breathe. Breathe. So it says here, beautiful one, you are here. Take a deep breath in and allow your inner body to simply be amidst the noise, amidst the chaos, amidst the confusion that is the outside world. The steady peace has been here with you all along, right inside your very being, just waiting for you to discover its power and the strength it holds within. When was the last time you allowed yourself to notice the way your chest rises and fills with air with each inhale? The way it releases and softens with each exhale. Notice it's gorgeous one. Noticed it, gorgeous one. It is your greatest power, so accessible yet so often easily overlooked. Wow, deep. Okay, so let's see what our sacred soul's telling us. What is our sacred soul telling us? Okay, it says, look, feeling lost, okay, wandering aimlessly, but time and self reflection brings clarity and purpose. And that's why the Hermit card showed up today, because sometimes that's how we feel. We need that, right? Look, thirst for truth. Hidden emotions or secrets need to be acknowledged and addressed for growth. Don't be afraid, get it all out, right? Indecisive. Look, your fear making the wrong choice. But learning to trust your instincts brings clarity. Yes, yes, yes. And the last one is obsessive. Are we obsessive? Fixating to the point of compulsion. This intense focus can be overwhelming. right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay. Let's see. Let us see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. Fears. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Put away that fear. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yes, 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 yes. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well being. Can't blame no one else. And last but not least, my happiness. My happiness. What is this saying about my happiness? Okay, let's see here. So it's saying here, put that card back. Okay. So it's saying here, wow, I had all those cards. Happiness, I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. That's right. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, look. 1 and a 9 is 10. Pride. Someone is dealing with their pride. Look. 3 and 2 is 5. Music. Someone needs to listen to music. Look. 8 is manifesting. Oh, yes. We were talking about that. Magician is a representation of manifesting what you want, okay, and what you need in your life, right? And the last is 9. We have 2 10s there, and that's surrender. So surrender, you guys. Don't get so caught up in everything. Surrender your thinking to, in order for you to help yourself, you're going to have to let go some things. And sometimes that's hard for a lot of us. Okay? And that's all right. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that, you guys. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay? So, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, look, it says open your mind. Connect to the divine within. Didn't I? Oh, gosh. The Hermit card. Didn't I just tell you guys that? Come on now. Come on. Grow and fulfill. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. Be grateful that you have that. Okay. Gather together your own community of support and love, right? And last but not least, we have soothe the fire, calm the heat in your life. Remove all that drama. All that drama. Move it out. You don't need it. Okay? You do not need it. All right, you guys. That is our reading for today, Wednesday, August the 20th. I think today is the 20th. Yeah, I think it is. If it's not, it's for this reading is for August the 20th through the 27th. The word of the day was to learn, and as you've seen, it came up in the cards, right? All right. So, and it came up in the cards with the Page of Swords. Yes. So it was right on time. Everything fell into place. Okay, so you guys, I want to say thank you for hanging out with us here on Queen Universal Reading. Have a great evening, and bye-bye.